All right, so the way it's structured, just like Fix Fit and Olympic lifting, I'm going to go over the focus or the technique on Saturday. So I'm not going to be lifting. I'm going to go over, like the panda pull today is the main one. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll try to meet up and actually have a group workout then. So that's the idea. And then you'll have this video recorded as reference, especially if you can't make it on the Saturdays too. So you guys can always look back if you're not here and then see what we did. So right now, just a quick warm up. I want you guys to do the light bulb lat. 3 reps of each and 3 different positions. It's just going to set us up for the snatch. You guys have your hand at least elbow width, so don't have it too narrow like that. You guys are going to do it at standing, 3 reps forward, full grip, and then you guys are going to go 3 reps, keeping the bar up against your throat like this, back, squeezing your head through, shoulder blades together. And then 3, where you learn how to transition from this support position to catch. So I posted a video of Ilya Ilin or whatever. It's instead of being here, you're opening up. So the warm up, we're going to do 3 sets of this. You do 3 forward, 3 back, and then 3 presses. Then that's the first position. Second position is like a low power. 3 forward, 3 back, 3 presses. And then you're going to go all the way down into your bottom of your squat, 3, 3, 3. So try one set out. Leslie, you got to keep that bar up against the throat because that means, see, your wrist is too far back.
Yes.
No, you got, so you grab it even more. Yeah, like that. So it's fully supported in your hand. There you go. Feel more tension. I love the camera angle of Zach and Robin because I can just see the pup.
God.
That's all that's important.
Yeah, you're doing great laying there looking super comfy.
You're gonna fall asleep in like probably 10 minutes. She gets bored with this very quickly. I haven't done this before. This is awful.
And then try to go all the way down for that 3rd set, just like the bottom of your squat. It's going to be very tight. But this is our, skill / warm up.
I'm burning from the other session.
I know. I only demoed a few of them. My shoulders and back's pretty pumped.
Same.
So rest a little and then hit your 2nd set. And then we're going to try something before the 3rd set. And then we'll be warm.
I'm already warm.
And for the second one?
No, same thing. You're doing it at the top, the low power, and then all the way down. 3, 3, 3.
This looks like our referee right now.
More Nala, less Robin and Zach. I mean, what?
It looks like we're battling because we're facing each other too.
You have to lift looking into each other's eyes.
Synchronize. Synchronize.
We supposed to do that whole thing 3 times through?
It's raining at my house now, Mark, if it makes you feel better. Finally reached East County.
Yes.
Yeah.
It started raining over here too.
I just
It's
thought
not raining here.
So it started raining, and Patty and Leslie is not raining over here. I was like, oh, just over our house, I guess. Great.
Street.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're all in Poway.
We had, in the last storm, we had a time where it was raining over like our patio table, but not raining over the rest of our backyard. We were like, what is happening?
All right. I guess before your last set, I want you guys to try this without weight. You have to look at the video real quick.
So do not put your arm like this.
Whoa.
Not
Do
with
not put
weight.
your arms like that.
Как не надо?
This is bad. This is good. Notice the difference. All the
So it's
weight is on
actually
the
nice
wrist right
being
now
able to
and the
go
elbow.
from that position
Tight.
where you're gonna have that support where you go from here, like external rotation, like you're lifting, holding like where he's
So
at
do
right
not
now,
put your arms like
and then
this.
go from there and then rotate back. And you'll see his arms even slightly bent, which is fine because
Как не
that's
надо?
you're anchoring in the middle of the shoulders. So
This is
instead of
bad.
being here, the position we're working on that everyone teaches is this.
All the weight is on the wrist right now and the elbow. It's the joints that are taking backwards.
So
In this
try that
position,
position
it's the
without
muscles that are
any
also
weight.
done. It's gonna help with
So I want you guys to just bring your arms up and get into this like external rotation position where we're used to. The elbows are coming forward. You're showing the inside of your bicep. And then from here, you're gonna rotate and push your head through. Don't even focus on locking out so much. It's more about the shoulder being here to this position. And just doing that like for my shoulders, because it's tight, and from years of doing this, it's already burning. So from here, I'm just holding up like that. And then I rotate shoulders down and in, squeeze the shoulder blades back. So we're just doing like 10 reps of this without weight, just to get things firing. And then when you're doing your last set of light bulb lats, that's the feeling I want when your shoulders are rolling forward on the step 2. And then also when you finish the press. So do 10 reps with just your body weight, going from here to here. And then you guys are finishing your last set of 3-3-3 on the light bulb lat with the bar. But if you struggle with that new shoulder position, I was working on it all week, just trying to feel the difference. And then the bar is usually the limiting factor because it's too heavy too soon. So I was just doing this to make sure I can get my head through. And then weird muscles in my upper back were burning. But it makes sense. It's kind of like they just wedge the shoulder together here. And all the weight goes to the middle of the back, or upper back, sorry. As opposed to us trying to shrug up and all the weight goes into the elbow.
It's okay.
And if you've lifted long enough, you probably have felt that neck or elbow pain that they're talking about. I know I have.
You want to see? Here, come here, Penny.
Here you go.
You can actually try that with the empty bar after your set. You don't have to go all the way down like he is, but even at standing, if you just did that external rotation, which some people still teach, and we used to do a lot of, and then with the bar, go this way and see how that feels. You should feel all the tension switch from like here into your upper back. And we've been working on it for a while now. It just takes more. Hopefully these drills are like light bulb moments.
When I do it the other way, the original way we used to do it, I feel it all like in here.
Yeah, it pulls there, right? And that's
It
the
hurt.
pain that we all deal with
Yeah.
still, because it's like, it's going to take some time to get rid of those knots or those overdeveloped muscles. It still hurts now. Years
Yeah.
of lifting. So then now,
In here, I don't feel it though.
so then this segues into our second warm-up drill is we're going to do a paused overhead squat. So once you guys feel this is wrong or not as good to hear, right? Then you guys are going to keep that tension in that upper back and go as low as you can. If this is it, that's fine. I pause here. Pause, pause, pause. Remember that shoulder feeling. And then I come up right into that. We've done this before, right into an overhead squat, or sorry, snatch balance, to make sure the tension's the same. So this 1 and 1, we're going to do that for 5 sets. So the hold's like 5 to 10 seconds. So you guys do 1 paused overhead squat into 1 snatch balance. Take your time with it, empty bar. No big deal.
I've seen one like that.
There you go, Leslie. And then when you come up, try to snatch a balance right back down into that position. So the tension should feel the same. So Leslie, once you get there, maybe you have decent like back mobility or whatever, spine mobility, just make sure it's not excessive. Like
Okay.
you want more tension because you're like way back here.
It's too much.
So once you get there, you're just pressing. Yeah, there you go. Press up into it.
Yeah, that felt better.
You know, it's just like you might be able to keep going. It doesn't mean the muscles are on, right?
Yeah.
So wherever you feel the most comfy, most stable.
I was gonna say I don't feel comfortable in an overhead squat. You should know me better than that.
That's yeah. Maybe for you, it might feel more comfortable. That's the idea. But the warm up is to get a little lower into the snatch now to work on speed with the snatch balance. But hopefully you guys will catch right in that new shoulder position we keep working at. I was working on the panda pull in this shoulder position before this little class here. I felt so much better. I felt so much quicker getting under the bar too. It's kind of crazy, even though I've lifted for so long. It felt like a whole different type of lift. It was exciting because it makes me want to lift more. You guys get your last set in? Are you guys done with 5?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Definitely 5.
Of course. Do you guys have a broomstick or PVC?
Yeah.
So grab your broomstick. You can share with the buddy and the dogs.
You sharing, Mark?
The broomstick. I want you guys to just do a high pull for now. I just want to test where your shoulders would normally go. So once you snatch you in your toes, and then pull the bar as high as you can. And just hold it. It's a PVC. Just hold that position wherever you can go. Do that for a few reps because you're also warming up your rotator cuff, your shoulder, because this is going to take a lot of shoulder mobility. The purpose of this panda pull is it works on keeping the bar super close to the body, which fixes everything after the second pull. And then also the speed of getting under, because the bar is closer, you're going to be able to drop quicker. So I want everyone, you don't have to be in your toes, just bring the bar as high as you can go. Everyone hold it. So most people, if you look at the angle of the forearm, and I was doing this and I kept like failing the panda pull drill at 135, because every time I pull, I would get to here. I'm doing an up and down thing, but my forearm is more like almost parallel to the ground when I pull. So that means I'm gripping the bar too tight and the bar is going to come away from me. So the panda pull, which I'm going to show you a couple of different variations, is going to fix that. Because one is we want the elbow to be, it's not going to be this high in the video you'll see because they got crazy mobility, but it should be somewhere around here. So just try that out for a second or two. And then once I actually got it, I was taking videos, like I snatched and it didn't go well and I snatched. And then when I finally got it, that was the one I posted on Instagram. I got so low and I got under there and I felt so solid when I caught the bar because the bar was never out in front. So if you guys look real quick on the screen, I'll show 2 variations because one, this is a Chinese lifter that's probably been lifting since she was like 6 months old. So her mobility is definitely extreme.
This
is the panda pull, okay? This is what we're looking at. what's happening is right after she gets to full extension, her arms are still straight. And then right after that, when you engage the traps and upper body, which you will need to use, you pull yourself down. So if you look, full extension and pull down. Look how high her elbows are though.
They're like by her forehead.
Yeah.
Look at, so here's the cool freeze frames, a couple of them. So I'm gonna stop it when she's at full extension. Or not.
Good job.
No.
Okay, so here's the one. Look how the bar is like in her throat. It's as close as it can be. So when you're pulling yourself under, like the bar is gonna be as close to the body as possible. And that's the way to do it, because if you see the angle of her elbow, it's definitely still not straight up, but it's like here, which is important because when I was doing it, I was still pulling up with some sort of bicep and grip strength, and that's where I messed up. So the troubleshooting, when I went for that panda pull, which we're going to test, having that hook grip is great, but I use my shoulders and my shrug to pull me down predominantly and not my arms. So then the other visual is that right before she launches here. So right when she hits, she's still completely vertical with her arms are straight. And that's what we're going to get to. So you guys are going to get a full hit. And then right after the hit, you have to initiate the third pull, which is pulling yourself under. So then the other person that I'm going to show you, it's going to be easier because there's freeze frames. This guy is I wonder if I could turn that down. So he's in his power position. He's a bigger dude and he doesn't have as much mobility, I guess. So it's good visual. So he's fully extended where we start most of our drills in our toes, right? Arms are completely straight. And then when he pulls down, the bar is so close to his body still. His elbows are still up this way. It's just that he doesn't have that crazy mobility, right? So that's what I want you guys to try to get to and then practice. So using your PVC, I want you guys to use the PVC real quick because I have another video to show you of our buddy from CrossFit Flood. I want you to get into your toes, and then when you pull yourself down, try to stop to see where you're at. That's the easiest way to feel it out because I'm in my toes now, and then I pull back into this quarter squat like this guy in the video and see where your elbows are at and where the bar is. So I'm in my toes, I pull down. So you're going down because you're pulling, and you want to end up in this position like a quarter squat. So in the toes, your feet don't move. You'll just stay in the same position. And then it's super difficult because when we first start doing it, especially with weight, the bar is going to want to come out this way. The elbows are going to go this way. So I want you guys to try with a barbell real quick just to see what it looks like with the feedback. So you guys have a barbell, some weights. And then from here, I'm in my toes. If you need to stand a little wider just because normally your feet have to move out, that's fine. And then I'm just trying to pull down and then reset. So I'm in my toes, pull down, and then stand back up. Just try 2 to 3 reps. The difference maker, the cue is that don't death grip the bar. When you're pulling yourself under, you're shrugging down. You have to shrug down. So just do 2 or 3 and then reconvene the video. So come on over to the video real quick. So this is Hinato, the coach of CrossFit Flood. He's a good dude. So if you look at his lift right here, it looks pretty solid, right? Like it looks like a pretty decent lift. But if you break it down, and the purpose of the panda pull is when he gets to full extension here, instead of him pulling himself down, you'll see he stays up for a couple frames. And then when he starts pulling himself down, it's more of that zombie arm. Because at this frame, he's like, the bar is super far from his body. So he's going to get away with it with this weight, but that he has to come so far forward to catch it. He's off balance a little this way. So what he needs is that panda pull motion on the third pull, because instead of pulling with his arms so hard, like an upright raise, he's got to do this thing, which we're all kind of missing, okay? So I want you guys to practice now a couple reps with empty bar, and then you guys are going to add some at least 10s to it or 25s, whatever you have. I just went straight to 135 because it's a pull. It's not going overhead. So a little extra weight's fine. So just do 1 rep at a time and then rest, and we're going to work on this for like 5 minutes or so. So once you guys do the standing lean drill, and then you guys are going for the full panda pull. So if you look at Zach, nope, look at Robin. So just think of it as a full snatch pull. So you launch it as hard as you can with your hips. Right after you launch it, you got to pull yourself down. It's very weird, but this is Olympic lifting. There's a lot of coordination and timing. This is the main fault we see. So. Because especially if you're used to using more raw strength, and I'm going to use Zach because he's got a lot of raw strength. Compliment sandwich. Here comes the filler. But he's so used to pulling up, so then his timing, he's not getting himself, he's not shrugging down. So that's why this drill is super important. So go ahead, Zach, do it again. See, he's staying up because he wants to pull the bar up. There you go. You have to start to pull yourself down. Yep.
Yeah, it's awkward right now.
This drill was invented, I think, the Chinese lifters did it a lot, and now it's like everyone does it as one of the main drills. Because it's way better than a high pull. In some of the lifts that we've done, we've always learned the high pull or some sort of pull this way. But then that messes everyone's timing up because we're not shrugging up, we're not pulling up. Right when we get to here, the next frame in the video or the next movement, once I extend, is pulling myself down. So you guys got to get the timing. You have to launch it as hard as you can up. But right here, you got to get under. So that's why this is just working without having, if you have a bad rep, not wasting shoulder strength or conditioning or whatever. So from here, you just launch it, and then it's just that little pull right after. Have the grip relax, launch, pull down.
So you're kind of like trying to pull yourself from here into a power squat.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So it's like a quick movement. Your feet don't move. And that was the video of that guy and that girl. Just, it's a quick little pop right after you hit it with your hip, pull down. And then even in the video, like I was working on it, I was thinking so much about pulling with the shoulder. On a lot of the reps, I just did a full like high pull. So put a little bit of weight on it and just do singles, okay? So let's just say 3 singles at a full panda pull and see where we're at. So have 10s, 25.
You have to get the full extension before you drop, but it's quick.
There you go. Nice fish. There you go, Robin.
No. No. No.
Nice, Robin. guys are all looking good.
That's a big jump.
Did you go 135?
And 135, yeah.
There you go, Zach. The second one's getting better. Got to pull those hips down. Nice. There you go, Leslie. You guys got it. Johnny, don't forget to fully open up the hip.
What's up?
You still have to get to full extension. So
Okay.
your hips have to go all the way through. Hoadley, try one more.
Through and down.
Perfect.
Down.
There you go, Zach. It's moving better. All right, you guys take a break real quick.
It's just awkward. Yeah.
Gather around real fast.
Gather round, children.
This might help.
Who's that guy?
Bruce Lee?
It's the same Asian lady you saw in the YouTube video.
She got a lot smaller.
She's losing weight in quarantine.
He was hungry.
So I was practicing the whole workout a couple days in advance. So this is the first one. I thought it felt really good until I watched the video. But you'll see that my elbows were still going this way. And then the issue with that, though, is that since I'm so far this way, to get under, you see that excessive arch in the lower back? I didn't even realize I was doing that. But if I try to pull myself under this way, because the bar's out in front, it's going to put a lot more stress in the lower back. So then I fixed it, panda pull here, and then my elbows are now like up towards that direction, if you can see the point of it. And then when I start to pull under, I'm in a better posture or position. So if you guys think you're pulling with the elbow here, then I want you guys to really just try to keep your shrug high and the elbow high, pulling yourself down. So if you guys are videotaping, look for that when you practice, when you're doing this Tuesday, Thursday. But I want you guys to try a couple more reps where you're not here. So it might feel very excessive, and that's good because we're actually training it. So try it out, just one or two more reps, trying to keep that elbow as high as possible. And how that works is you can't death grip it. You have to shrug it up there with elbows up. Johnny. Runaway dumbbell. Johnny, are you on?
Yeah.
I don't see you, but look at the screen, Johnny.
Okay.
You see that? Your hips never opened up.
Oh, I pulled too early?
Yeah, well, get your hips all the way through. Because you see that's kind of at a slight angle.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit of an angle there.
Yeah, because compared to that, this dude, right?
Okay, so think triple extension.
Or just, just finish the lift, right? Whatever that may look like. Like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're cutting your hit short.
yes, look
You're
like
not
that.
going all the way through.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's like this versus yours is
I'm more bent over or
you're just
straight.
kind of
Yeah.
standing. So make sure you guys don't cheat it because there's a timing component. I know you want to get under the bar fast, but not at the, cost of cheating the rep short. That's why you guys have to add a little bit more weight sometimes to feel it out. There you go, Robin. All right, so now if you have too much weight, you could take it down. But the goal is to snatch now. You'll do one panda pull and one snatch, and then rest. It doesn't have to be like fire back to back like linking. If you want to, then go ahead and do it. But you're trying to use that pull now to whip yourself under, and it should build a difference. If you want, you can do a couple snatches first, just to see where you're at, how you're feeling snatching. And it also warms up the full snatch too. Full snatch. The first couple reps, like when you ever adjust technique, will feel weird because the timing's gonna be off, which is fine. So the first two, you're like running all over the place. That's all right. But then you feel that shoulder position right away. That was the only time I really felt it lock in because I got down so quick. There you go, Aaron. So here's the workout to give you a structure. Now you're set up. I was just using 135 the whole time, and it was the perfect amount of weight. So you should be at like a moderate weight, maybe Isabel weight or something. That helps. Unless you just started doing Isabel. So, you guys will do 3 combos of 1 panda pull, 1 snatch, right? 3 individual reps. For me, I just use 135. Then afterwards, you guys are gonna spend, we'll just give it a number. You guys will do 5 singles at just snatching, so no more panda pull, okay? So panda pull, put the bar down, and then full snatch, rest, 3 of those. And then you'll just snatch 5 times. You guys can go up and down and weight. Super easy. But the idea is to hopefully the 3 combos will get you guys to feel a different way of pulling or the bar staying closer. While you're going for your full snatches, then hopefully you incorporate that. So you're shrugging yourself under, which we always talk about. Pull yourself under. So fire at will. Try to get to a heavyish weight. Because you know at a certain weight it gets a little, like it doesn't feel great. And nice, Wei Shin.
Faster rate your slow
I hope I didn't hear you.
gotta brush that drop. That's all. Like figure out where when you're at.
Guys, could somebody tell my bar it doesn't have to roll down my driveway every time I use it?
Yeah, we have to do the same thing. I think every driveway should have some sort of slant for water, maybe.
We're turned. Because if we go this way, it'll roll all the way down the driveway.
Leslie, go.
Okay.
You guys keep going. Do your sets. Leslie, come here. Check it out real quick. If you want to watch Leslie, you guys can too. Pulling, Leslie? You have to pull your hips down with it. See how the hips are delayed? So right here, when you start pulling, which you always put elbows up, which is good, but you drop down.
Yep.
So that's what you need to work on because the timing. You're still pulling it up without the hips going down.
Okay.
See, there's like 2-3 frames where you're up, up, up. That means the bar has to go forward. And then you pull yourself down. So not bad, but you have more efficiency in there. So
I'm not doing the early arm pull.
you have to work on that hip dropping.
Okay.
Wei Shin, come on over to the principal's office. Let's check it out. It looks like you're hopping. Same thing with Leslie's issue. You're not pulling yourself down.
Uh-huh.
See how when the elbows come up with the shrug, that hip should be going down.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys are pulling against that bar with that shrug, you're ripping yourself down into that squat. So you got to bend the hip. But the elbow position is great. It's way high. You're shrugging up. It's just the timing. You got to pull yourself up like a hair faster.
Got it.
It looks pretty good too. And you get to that catch position right away. So it's way better than before.
Yeah.
If you have a little more speed, because this little delay right here of the hip staying high, when you get to, let's say, Isabel weight or higher, it's just going to make it that much more taxing. So you two have to get your hips down.
Got it.
Mark, you want to watch Zach real quick?
Yep. I was just about to ask, who wants in?
Zach does.
Hello.
The combo. Hey, do it again because your camera's a little choppy. Do the panda pull again.
Do it again. Sorry, hold on. Yeah.
That looked pretty good from what I see. I'm going to pull it up, but from what I see, it looks like you didn't finish the extension.
That's what I've been shorting.
Then that alone keeps you forward, so that the second part is more difficult. Excellent technique when you move the trash can.
You're welcome. It's a side gig. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just stayed back on it a little, like that one guy we were showing on YouTube, because now I think the bar's forward, just even from the start of the pull. I mean, that's a different issue. Maybe try to push your hips and knees back a little bit more, so the bar's not rounding your knee right here. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So your thing might not even be the panda pull issue.
Here's an extension issue.
So right there, when you're pulling, you're gripping too tight. So you'll see you have that like straight arm like I was doing.
Yeah.
So when the pull is fine, you're pulling hard with the shoulders, but you have to let the arms and elbows kind of relax. So then you're going upward.
Okay.
I mean, let's really talk about how Nala doesn't even care that he's right there.
Like, 0 fucks given by that dog.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, whatever.
Aaron, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
1 second, I gotta find you. Found you. All right, we're good. That looks pretty good. That catch position's legit.
Hey, shoulder mobility helps sometimes.
Yep.
It's rare, but
It's that's why you're snatching. Yeah, I knew you would be able to recreate the shoulder position. The only thing, Aaron, I'd probably try to give it half a second earlier on the extension,
okay.
just so that you could counterbalance your body weight back so the bar is not going forward as much. And it's still rather light for you. But Wei-Shin and Leslie,
Yeah.
if you guys look, so this is what I'm talking about. Right when the hips extend, right?
Yeah, she's dropping.
The next frames are hips going into like a squat position because she's pulling herself down. And that's where, you know, you'll get to that position like that YouTube, that girl, the bar's like right up against her throat. Pretty sure it's the same thing for Aaron right there.
I really have to think about dropping, like doing that drill though.
Yeah. So even you, Aaron, on the snatch itself, though, it's like we still have the same issue, you and I. We're still gripping too tight with the arms to generate the force going down. Because like the pull is perfect, but you'll see here that the bar is away from your body.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out a way to shrug ourselves down with that elbow up during the full lift. And then when you recreate that, I guarantee you'll feel like you're dropping under. Like right here, you catch it, and you kind of have to ride it down. That's what I felt. But then like when you actually get the elbows up, it feels so different. Like a speed that I never knew I had. Who's left? Robin
Yeah.
and Andrea? You guys work, you know, with this light weight or whatever weight you want on these singles. Just no more drills. Go ahead, Robin. You can do both. If you guys are done with the drills, you guys can go just to snatching. Trying to fix the issues. And the pull's good. Probably pull yourself down even quicker. It's like you're doing this at practice pace, let's say, so everything's good, but you can throw more intensity into it.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because like when you know, probably it's the same thing because the weight's kind of light.
Yeah.
But you know, when we want to go super aggressive, like if you watch, I love when this person does it because the amount of intensity, like she's trying to rip herself
Trial
under.
Lay's new skincare-inspired body washes with vitamin C, collagen, and hyaluronic acid.
Like the speed at which she does it is violent, like that. So that's kind of the difference, is just making sure when you guys pull yourself down, like they always say, especially at like PR weight, we have to be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. I couldn't help it.
If the opportunity presents itself.
And again, I think you're doing it here, which is great. It's just that maybe because it's a drill. Same thing, Aaron, myself. It's just right now we're still accustomed to pulling ourselves down with more grip strength. So the
Yeah.
bar right here is still away from the body like Hinata, and then our angle of our elbow is not like in this position,
Mhm.
kind of like here. Minor adjustments, but it's just fine tuning, being even faster and keeping the bar closer than we thought was possible. So you guys work on snatching now and try to go at that moderate weight and work on it. Oh, Dang's here.
She's been here.
I've been here.
Why are you so quiet? Do you have the
Because you, huh?
do you have the Rona? She came in late.
She's using the same kind of mask her mom was last night, then she probably does have the Rona.
The bowl.
Listen, that mask works. So are we just regular snatching now?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been recording this whole time, so hurry up. There you go. Now do one panda pull.
Oh.
Okay, do one more pull with your elbows straight up. There you go. Do you feel the difference or no?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I feel the first one, I thought my elbows were already high up, but I guess not. I did feel the difference the second time. Yeah.
Because that's what we all do. We start pulling, and we are pulling ourselves down. It's just, I remember what Toro says. He says the point of your elbow dictates where the bar goes.
Yeah.
So obviously on this side, your elbows are pointed back. So therefore the bar is going to follow this way, right?
Mhm.
If your elbow points up, the bar is going to track back that way. I never really understood that because we didn't have the drill for it. But if you look at the two different frames, you're pulling yourself down by kind of wrapping under around this way, right? Versus this one, you're ripping yourself straight down, which is the fastest. So just that visual now, I can spot it without the slow-mo, but for you, you can see that this was your first panda pull, and that's why I wanted to do a different one.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you snatch, you're pulling this way, because that's what keeps the knuckles down, that's what keeps the bar close, and then the snatch will probably feel way different. So try to snatch off of this type of pull when you get down versus this.
Okay.
Nah means.
Yep.
All right, Andrea, you're last, but not least. You can't say that before you lift. She's like, it's not gonna look good. Wait. Feel up.
You can't turn around and just record her.
I don't want to show favoritism. 60 distance.
So now?
Yes.
Another snatching?
You could do panda pulls.
Oh, I can?
Yes, you can.
Ah,
That's the best.
One more time.
Do it again. Elbows up. Now,
So it's 3 panda pulls.
That's right.
well, if you guys saw, none of them were.
The first one was
Oh my gosh, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. I actually didn't push spot or record.
Oh my God, Mark. You're not showing favoritism at all.
She's gonna kill you.
I hit stop recording and then it started recording. I was like, oh. Okay, I got it.
I'm tired though.
Here we go.
What's funny is during the pull, you don't know if she's gonna clean or snatch
It's
because it's the same hand positioning for her.
It's
Yeah.
that
True.
Instagram game like power or nah. Snatch or clean.
Snatch or clean. Everyone's like, what?
Jump
Just
or
wait.
dive.
Just wait.
If you guys look though, look at that posture holding that phone up. It's pretty legit. I think my pecs are on, Terry's are on.
It's like deep as I've seen Mark in a squat. Oh wait.
Let's see.
Perfect.
No, the bar's way out in front of
I
you.
know, I felt
You
it.
can see- I know. You can see the shadow of the bar way out in front of you is casting a shadow.
That snatch when I caught it was forward.
See, that's the same thing, right? That's pretty cool because we have a front view. So because the panda pool thing was here, the panda pool is way out in front this way. So then when she went for the full snatch, it was the exact same thing here. Because when it's way out in front in that same position here, then she's leaning so far back she has to dive forward, and that's where some of the lifters that get down quick, you have that huge forward lean, and then you have to drive the butt back to stand up to catch it. It was a perfect bad example.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It
Did-
was perfect on the first recording, but somebody didn't get it.
Did I get everybody? I got it.
Okay.
All right, so everyone done snatching, or you guys want one or two more?
One or two more.
Okay, so do one or two more. Again, be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
While I'm sitting on the plate stack here, pull yourself here, down. Pull yourself down with your traps and try not to grip it so tight. It really helps. There you go, Hoadley. Zach, that was actually good. Do it again right away. Do it again right away, because then that's the speed and the timing. And the first one should feel a little weird, but if you hit it again right now, it's going to be good.
You can definitely feel the difference
Right?
when you get it.
And then if it's, we're used to out here, so it's always not so comfy. It's out in front, always in our toes. There you go, Zach. Look how far back that was. So once you guys get this into the snatch, a full pull, it feels so different. That's what I want you guys to feel within the next two snatches. It should feel so awkward that you're falling or you're shifting because you're changing the way you're used to lifting for so damn long. So like Andrea missed the bag, Zach missed it, but on his next one, it was way better. There you go, Aaron. So Aaron fell, but she got under so quick. That was amazing.
Hey, I didn't actually land on my butt.
Because what Aaron, you know, when like what Andrew does, you guys kind of catch forward like this. That one, you caught it here. It just felt so weird because now your bar's in the right place, but your body's in the same position it always is. So.
But my muscles are stronger forward.
And it feels like a lot faster.
Yeah, that's what I felt, which that's why I posted it. I was like, man, I've never felt that fast before. And we've been lifting for a long time.
I felt like I was going to hit the face.
It like scares you.
Yes, that was it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nice, Leslie. That's awesome, Zach.
Barky's moving too, Aaron.
That's good, Dang. Just you're trying to pull yourself down, which is perfect, Dang. Just do it again, because then you just had the timing off. Just hit it hard and then shove yourself down. That's it. That's the one.
Ooh, girl.
You see that? Like we unlocked like the fourth gear. We never knew we had it.
Oh, it feels a lot better though, not having to I guess pulling back and up feels a little bit better than, you know, like the extension and then keeping like our old way, because usually the old way plus, because I tend to drop faster anyway, and it never like, you know, my timing along with that never really worked out very well, and I was always super forward.
I think it's just we've gotten accustomed to working that we are always slightly forward. So everyone is adjusted. Our catch position is like we're always catching out in front, right? So now it's going to feel weird for a couple seconds because this new shoulder position, the speed at getting under without being forward, it's going to feel different at first, but we're just not working against gravity again, right? Because every single pull, we're like this, like the shadow.
Yeah.
So now that we don't have to pull against it, we're going to drop under so quick it's going to scare you. But we also have to build the stability to be able to catch like the old weight that we want to lift, you know?
Yeah. And also extending, because I could feel the second one went better because he told me to go again. But the first one, I would like focus so much on dropping after, you know, pulling back that I didn't feel like I extended.
Yep. That's what
fully extended.
Hoadley's doing too. Hoadley, you got to give me more extension. This is where
Like I'd pop it, I'd hit it, but it wasn't like a full extension. I'd hit it and then like drop under.
So when you guys watch that video, like when Robin did it, and then I showed that video, that one girl, that intensity, you guys have to hit the bar on the way up as hard as like that 1 rep max and pull yourself down. So there's like violence in both of those pulls, fully extending and then all the way down. So you can't just kind of cheat the extension where you just kind of pop it up, and you definitely can't cheat ripping yourself down. So every single rep, like that Asian girl in the training hall, like she's fucking going, like that looks like a 1 rep max panda pull every single time. There you go, Hoadley.
That felt way lighter.
Yeah, so if it feels heavy, it's just you didn't use your legs and hips to elevate it first.
Yeah, I think I'm just so focused on getting under, like it still feels fast.
Yep.
But that last one like flew up, and I had to I felt myself having to pull it down.
So here's
versus pushing it up.
Here's the fun part now. We get to our finisher is we're gonna just lift cleans, no jerk. You do 1 clean. If you apply the same thing, you'll get less crashing. You're gonna get under quicker. It's gonna feel weird at first. But just do 1 clean, and then you guys stand all the way up and do 1 front squat. So this is going to be our strength for the week, because the snatch is so technical with the panda pull for Tuesday, Thursday. I'll change up the structure, whether it's an EMOM or find a heavy as possible. But right now, for 10 minutes, you guys do 1 clean, 1 front squat. So you get some heavy lifting in. So if you want to not think as much, that's fine too. Just get the legs to build. So 1 clean, 1 full front squat. No, it's a half. Heavy as possible today for 10 minutes. So you can go as many reps as you want, but I'm going to set the clock. And then you guys will have 10 minutes just to now like bro out. So no more thinking. You guys can compete. You guys can compete with each other or yourself.
Hey, Andrea, go fuck yourself.
Hey, I don't have my 45s yet. We can't play until I get those.
Also, Andrea, the second video was her doing 165, and then the third one, she went up again, and I was like, well, I can't do that. This bitch.
You could take mine, Aaron. I'm just sitting on my 45. Right there. I'm seated.
Andrea already promised me 2.
I'm just keeping them warm.
Tell me when you're free. I'm free.
I know.
I really need a set of 10.
There's no more anything.
Aaron, Robin just goes straight to 85 every time.
Robin, just get 2 sets of the small plates.
Yeah, Robin, we have a set of 10 for you
Okay.
from the private collection.
The Suns are just giving out all their plates because they don't lift. So
They're like,
oh,
we can't
have a
work
bunch
out
these
anymore.
plates
All
that
of our
we don't
plates are
use."
gone.
I just use this Ava bar. It's 5 pounds. I'm good.
Oh, God.
If something feels weird, I'm here to watch and assess. So you guys are lifting at fire at will. But if you want, I can give you a little extra pointers.
Question. I can't figure out why I don't early arm pull on snatching, but I do when I clean.
If you try to fix it because you're gonna arm pull more when the weight gets heavier. That's what I think. So when cleans get heavier, we tend to want to pull back more or pull into it. So what's helped me out is you still need to engage muscles. So I like to sweep back as hard as I can on a clean. So my setup's even different. So that doesn't allow me to early arm pull, but it does allow me to have that like comfort of tightening up. So what I mean is when I do my Olympic lifting snatch, I set up here and I do all this. It doesn't really matter. But when I clean, I start here like a deadlift. I pull back and then I come down to do this. So if I'm tightening up with my lats as hard as I can for a clean, it helps me to not early arm pull because I can't because my back is locked in.
Okay.
So try to tighten up your back Relax the grip still right before. So it might, and I think it's the same for most lifters. You should have a clean setup, and your snatch setup should be different.
You missed one, Andrea.
You tighten up your lat.
Help, Mark.
There you go. Did it help, Leslie?
Yeah, I think so. Felt a lot different.
So yeah, ask those questions because those are just through trial and error, and we learn from each other's setup and experiences. Some might work for others, but for the clean, since it's so heavy for me because I'm not a strength lifter, I just gotta rip I gotta push that as far back with my lats as possible.
It makes sense, like using it like the deadlift.
Yeah.
When the weight gets that freaking heavy for me, so.
Right.
I know it's a surprise to you too, but I am also not a strength lifter, Mark.
I'm still struggling with the early extension, and I think because my arms are so long, I always hit like bottom to middle of the thigh. So I wonder if I need to just row it in more.
Here, do one. Oh man, you're taking my chair away. Wait, Holy, wait. I'm having furniture issue.
Technical difficulties?
Now I get to work on my squat.
Yeah, because your squat needs improvement.
You look like you're really in your toes there, buddy.
I am. I actually, my squat's terrible these days after the whole deadlift thing. Go ahead. I think my hamstrings are too big and my quads are gone. So what was your complaint?
That one felt better than the last one, but it's the same as with the snatches. I can't get that full extension, and then I think I'm trying to just pop it too early, and my arms are super long, so I just hit super low.
My arms are really long too, Holdley. You just have to be patient.
So the fix is the Klokov pull. Were you there for those days? Because you have to hold the position of that big dude on the YouTube in that. So if you look at my screen, I don't know the screen. The Klokov pull is getting. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and then you hold it like at the belly button.
Yeah, because I'm fully extended and you have to be in your toes in balance. So for you, on just extra stuff, you'll do one Klokov pull all the way down, and then pause the belly button, then do your full clean.
Okay.
Wei-Shin.
Yeah.
You have to pull yourself down in somewhat of a squat. It has to be a power or a full, it doesn't matter. But you're landing like this, which is it's such a hard habit to break. So every time you land, when you clean, you're not ready to squat. It's kind of like you hop the bar up or bump it up, and then you just land.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to get to the point, even if you're staying high because of mobility, it's fine. But instead of being here, I need you to get down to somewhat of a squatting position. Like when you catch it, you have to ask yourself, you caught it here, can you continue to squat down?
Okay.
So for you, I want you to pause because then force the issue where you give yourself time. So you do your clean and then stay there. And if you are forward, that's fine. Get into like a squat type of position and then do another clean right away. So if you do like 2 or 3 cleans, you're like readjusting. So you do one. Okay, that's not good. Do another one until you're able to get into that squat because I want to break that habit today.
Yeah.
With the cleans.
Okay.
Get into a squat right after you clean. I don't even care how the clean looks, but you have to catch it in a squat. You got it. That's it. So every single squat now, you're trying to get a little lower and lower until you feel like if you're going to fall, you're going to fall. It's no big deal. But that one right there, now we can get you accustomed to like the depth. Because if you want to get to try to get all the way down.
Yeah, sounds good.
What's your next game?
Huh?
So what you at?
I'm not even that high yet. I'm only at like 120. My next jump is 135 because I don't have an extra pair of 10s. So I was gonna milk that, go 120 and then 135.
Leslie, I want you to do something. When you go for your when you go for your front squat, I want you to do something called a 1 1/4.
Oh god.
And it's the
Okay, say that again, because I got a phone call right when you started talking.
same thing as like what I would want Zach to do too, because I want you guys to get stronger in the bottom. So it's
Okay.
called 1 1/4.
It sucks.
It sucks.
I know.
Yeah, look at Andy. Can you look at the other Mark's sunscreen?
Mark's son 2.
So when you guys get down, you're gonna get all the way down, come up a quarter of the way. So this is the 1 1/4 down, up a quarter, bounce back up.
Okay. Do I catch it? Do I catch it in a squat?
Yeah, that first squat clean does not count. The
Okay.
front squat is where you add the 1 1/4 because you guys need to get stronger down there when you catch a snatch. I mean, it counts as the clean, but it doesn't count as a front squat.
Gotcha.
Because I need you guys to both build that mobility and strength down there, up and then down and up again. And let that happen a little more fluidly, Zach, because it's training the bounce, especially when you have to clean. So when you get down, you come up a little, and then you kind of bounce back up.
So you want to train the bounce?
Yeah, so the bounce is like a controlled bounce.
Okay.
Like bouncing from the range, safer or whatever, right? Because then you guide yourself down, and then you come up a little, and then you just add like a little bit of bounce to come up. Because when you bounce, you have to train the muscles to get you to learn how to do that. Because if you stay so tight and use raw strength, when you bounce, because you have to, when you catch a heavy clean, you get shot out this way.
Yeah.
So
Wait, we're allowed to bounce again? The best day of my life.
Only me and Zach.
yeah,
I've never stopped bouncing, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
none of us ever stopped doing it.
I was like,
No,
I've
we
never
were-
stopped bouncing.
We were just told we shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't train it from now. What I would say is you shouldn't train it predominantly. But those that have never trained it need to work on the 1 1/4.
Okie dokie.
You guys have, oh, great, 22 seconds. So one more lift. I mean, you can definitely keep lifting, but that pretty much concludes it. So control down, come up, and then down and up. There you go, Zach. Because then that you're going to start to control upright when you do a bounce, as opposed to using your hips and your hamstrings to bring you up.
Yeah, because you swung forward a little.
Yep, that's the stripper butt thingy.
Where's my dollars?
Is this it right there? Where are you guys at on your complex?
What?
What weight are you guys?
145.
145.
135. That's all I got.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Andrea, what'd you get?
I'm about to try 155.
No, timer's over. We both ended at 145 today. Dude, that was so heavy.
So on there you go.
Oh God.
Now you
Oh,
got,
you're fine.
there you go.
My clean did not look like that. My clean looked fine standing up though. The amount of struggle.
So then
The
we're
kick
gonna have
position's feeling really good.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I think it looks like the vote's going to be closer to 10 a.m. on one of the days and then 5 p.m. on the other. I don't know which one it is. If you guys can't make those times, you guys would just pair up with a buddy here and just like, hey, let's lift at whatever, 6 a.m. with Wation or something.
Yeah, fucking Wation.
If
Can
someone
we
wants to
meet
go
at 7 a.m.?
7 p.m.
Stop.
or something.
I have to work at 9.
That's what we realized. We essentially put it at 8, hoping we catch people before work, but it doesn't really make sense because that's not early enough. So we might as well just go straight to 10 a.m. or something. People sleep. But like Patty said in the last class, she's going to start doing like 5 a.m. workouts because there are 5 a.m. people are not doing anything, the nurses, Catherine and Lisa. So if you guys have people to lift with, this is the lesson plan. I'll have the workouts up with the panda pull and all these things, and maybe even throw in a 1 1/4. But you guys at least know how to do it. So good job today. I hope this was fun and efficient to some degree. I really like being able to use Coach's Eye in Zoom. That's been really cool. So
That's sweet.
if you guys have
Coach
any
Shizzle.
questions, email me, let me know. But we're going to be lifting Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
Cool.